James Lynch here with Fightful.com, here with Juan Archuleta, who's going to be taking on Ricky Bandejas coming up here this Saturday at Bellator 214. And Juan, we're finally here. How does it feel to be a part of this huge card and this huge fight with Ricky Bandejas?
It's exciting, man. Bellator gets introduced to my fans and here in SoCal, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go to the Forum, put on a great show with a great athlete, and I'm going to go in there, and it's going to be a hell of a show.
Is this your coming out party? You know, those of us in the know, we know your record, very outstanding, very very skilled guy. But this is a huge opportunity here on a big card.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much of a coming out party as it is more of the #1 contender spot for 135, and I'm here to make that noise, and we're gonna make it happen. My team and I, and it's gonna be beautiful.
How did the rest of camp go? I know obviously a lot of really good training partners. I mean, I talked about it in our other interview. That's like an all-star team you get to work with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The camp was awesome. You know, we rebounded off after last week. What happened? The support team that came and everyone just hanging out and pulling together for this weekend coming up. It's just been a lot of love. You know.
That's great. And I have to ask you obvious questions. Did that loss affect you at all with TJ? I mean, some people say it was an early stoppage. Obviously, not the way you would have wanted things to go in that fight.
Of course, that's my best friend, and to see something happen like that to him was very unfortunate, and as an athlete, when you see that and you see your best friend lose, it's like, man, it feels like you lost, like a stab in the heart, but luckily for me, I get to rebound and jump in right away, for him, he has to sit and wait a little bit so he could get his rebound, but for me, I get to bounce back and go in there and get the win back.
Your corner, you mentioned before when we did our interview, you said it was going to be Cub Swanson, Joe Daddy Stevenson, and TJ. Is that still the same?
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys go to war with me every day, and Tiki Gosen and Paul Herrera will be there as well, and I do a good job of hearing distinct voices at certain times, and I know they'll be there cheering me on as well.
Is it tough fighting a guy who's so nice like Ricky? I mean, you guys are kind of similar. You guys don't really talk a lot of trash. It's just sort of, very cordial.
It's not that it's nice, it's just that we know what we want, Yeah, and we're gonna go out there and prove it. We let our fighting do the talking, and don't get no mistake, don't get it misconstrued at all. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna try to knock me unconscious, and it makes for an interesting matchup. And we're gonna go both out there, and the fans are gonna win.
Jake Hager's here, pro wrestler. Pro wrestling something you'd ever do? We see that the crossover a lot with MMA fighters.
I'm definitely not no Rey Mysterio Jr., so you'll never see me out there, but I've wrestled my whole life, and I love what I'm doing with martial arts. I'm glad to see Jake Hager here, and he's going to do a great job, and he's going to perform to the best of his ability, and I'm excited to see it.
Did you ever watch pro wrestling growing up or no?
Oh, 100%. Who hasn't,
I don't know. There are people here, believe it or not. Ryan Bader never watched it, for example. So
he's out of his mind. He watched it. Don't listen to Ryan.
Well, he does now. He does now.
He's been watching. He watched it as a kid. He had the action figure of Ultimate Warrior. Don't let him lie to you guys, man. He used to watch it. He knows who's who.
Who did you like watching when you were growing up?
Oh, the Ultimate Warrior for sure. I have Indian blood in me. I'm an Apache Indian mixed with Spanish, and so it was always fun watching Ultimate Warrior going out there putting on a show.
It's great. How do you see this fight playing out on Saturday?
15 minutes of me just grinding him out and trying to break his will to fight. And, that way there's no mistake about it. He's not going to want a rematch after this fight. I'm going to be the #1 contender come Saturday night. I know he's coming. He's coming hard and he's coming fast. He's going to do his best to put me out. But you're going to see me 15 minutes of him just taking the life out of him.
And obviously it looks like Horiguchi and Caldwell, the rematch in Bellator is going to happen next. Would you be willing to wait a little bit for that title shot?
If that does happen next, I'm going up to 55. I'm making noise for my title run at 55 as well. But first and foremost is Ricky. And Saturday night, my fans and the LA Forum and Bellator Nation is going to see Juan Archuleta, the fastest Juan Archuleta they've seen compete yet.
Thanks so much for the time, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.